People's Food Court is now in session. Judge Cooter P. Bacon now presiding.
Thank you, Miss Bailiff. Good evening, folks. Judge Cooter is here, and as you can see, my court is just overflowing with cases to be seen, cases to be heard, and I'm going to get started at it. We'll maybe wait for sir in the front row. Please sit down. Thank you. Miss Bailiff, you will let me know if anyone enters this courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For any of those that you might be watching that is not participating in the chat, I am Judge Cooter T. Bacon.
Eli's here. Hello.
Good
Your
evening, Miss Eli. We are going to get started on these cases here in just 1 minute. As you can see, this court is overflowing.
Natalie, Nicole, and Janice.
Good evening, folks. Please be seated. This court is in session.
D. Coconut.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
He said he refuses to sit, Your Honor.
Bailiff, you take this man's hot cocoa. And, sir, if you don't sit down, I'm going to have him take your chips, too. All right. I'm just going to get started with these cases. I'm way backlogged. And I'm just going to reach into the crowd. Now, some of these are from when me and Mrs. Cooter went to California. And we bought some of these things at an Asian market down there with a lovely couple, Janice and Ed. And I hope y'all are doing well. So the first thing we're going to try is the Calbee Melty Cheese Pizza Potato Chips. And these are a Japanese product, I do believe. And but it just says potatoes with vegetable oil, garlic powder, yeast, bunch of stuff like that. It's supposed to be melted cheese flavor. We're going to see. He's come all the way from California.
Adam Head is here.
Adam?
Do we have to swear on the Bible before we reach the witness stand?
No, sir. You do not. There is no witness stand.
D. Coconut said, Your Honor, I have to stand. My tailbone won't allow me to sit for the next several weeks.
In this case, the court will make an exception. Bailiff, give this man, was that the same man we took his cocoa from?
It was.
Bailiff, give this man back his cocoa. Thank you. Well, they smell kind of like regular chip, but in a cheesy sort of way, and I don't mean that good.
Steve Russell.
Mr. Russell, thank you for joining us this evening. Please take a seat. And if you have any problems that will not allow you to sit in my court, please just let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to have the bailiff take your cocoa. So these chips don't taste too bad. I reckon I can get the cheese flavor on it. But, I wouldn't say I'm getting pizza. Cheese, yes. Pizza, no. And for those of you that are new to my court, you want to be found guilty of what you are representing. In this case, it is chips that are supposed to be tasted like melty cheese pizza chips. And based on that, I will give 1 to 5 gavels, depending on how good they are. Or I could find them completely free of everything they say they are and ring the dreaded innocent bell, in which case said item is sent off to wherever they get sent to. Never do appear again. All right, so I'm going to about ready to give judgment on this first product. It is tasty. I will say it is tasty. It is worth buying. It is worth trying. But as far as pizza, it falls short. I'm going to have to give it only 1 out of 5 gavels. Moving right along to the next case. Do we have something? Comments?
The coconut said, "Thank you, Your Honor. I promise to behave in the food court."
Well, thank you, sir. And if just so you know, sir, free pizza slices and cocoa, other snacks will be provided during these sessions. So just relax and enjoy. So, Miss Bailiff.
Steve Russell also said that he would take his hat off.
Well, that's very kind of you, Steve. The court appreciates being showed the respect that it deserves. After all, as I explained in my first episode, I have received my diploma for a intercontinental breakfast chef. Intercontinental breakfast chef. Worked many 12, 14 years. So, moving on to this next product, we have got a special edition Bavarian Nutmeg Virgil's micro-brewed root beer. And it's, as you can see, it's got the flip top on there for those of you that have ever drank Grolsch. Let's get that paper off of there. This is also another product that me and Mrs. Cooter picked up during our visit to California. Doesn't want to seem to come up in there. All right. I hope this just doesn't go all over. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. I don't get much of an aroma off of the original open. There comes a little bit of root beer. Well, I'd have to say that's about the smoothest root beer. The carbonation level is very low on this. There's just not a whole lot to it. And that's all right. I don't like a whole lot of carbonation. The flavor is very good. It has something else in it that I'm not sure, and maybe that's what this nutmeg, I don't know. Bavarian nutmeg root beer. I don't know if maybe it has that little bit of nutmeg in there, but it is delicious.
Eli says he's not a huge fan of root beer, but he loves some ginger beer.
I do believe I can taste just that little bit of nutmeg in this. And I'm going to have to give this and one more 4 out of 5 gavels for this here Virgil's root beer. It is real good, folks. That's going to get a definite guilty on my court. And I'm sorry, what was the comment from Mr. Eli?
Not a huge fan of root beer, but he loves ginger beer.
Ginger beer is very good, and also, along with ginger beer, birch beer is also very tasty. I do not have any in my courtroom, but sometime I will.
And Panka is here.
I'm sorry?
Panka?
Panka, welcome to my court. Please take a seat. The bailiff will show you to the treats. So I'm going to have one here. This here is Wasabi Peas, and this was sent to me from Hawaii, from Sherry, the tiny, pasty Asian girl. And this was in a little package she sent us for the holidays, and I'm going to have to give them a try. I am not fond of horseradish, so I'm hoping this is actually made with real wasabi, which we will see. They are interesting. They're a bicolored green, kind of a lime color, and sort of a pea colored green. What does it say? Green peas, cornstarch, palm oil, wasabi flavor, horseradish oil, cornstarch, sugar, flour, sea salt. All right. One to the floor. Oh. Woo! Whoa! I tell you what. Oh! Whew, I believe that's about all them I'm going to eat right at the moment. What in tarnation? Now, I cannot say that I like this product, but I cannot give it an innocent just because I don't like it. It tastes just like wasabi and peas. The wasabi was real strong at first and kind of sour, almost like it had vinegar in it, and then it just kind of went into a pea flavored taste that was kind of off a little bit. But as far as tasting like wasabi, that was definitely the flavor I got. I'm going to have to give it 3 out of 5 gavels just because it actually tasted somewhat like wasabi. So I'm going to have to set that one aside, and that was something else. Whew, I know a buddy I could share them with.
Late for work. That's her.
Well, welcome, sir. Welcome late for work, in which I know there's several of you. There's Jason and Dylan and Kim. Is it all 3 of you? Is it just the one of you? You are certainly welcome to come and sit in my courtroom. The bailiff will show you to the treat tray. There is hot cocoa for everybody.
He says has those wasabi peas and was and will not be a fan.
And who's that said that?
Late for work.
Well, thank you, sir. They're not that good. Kind of a foul flavor. So I'm going to get on this too. Salem Sister Bad Apple Soda. Rotten to the core. It says Salem Sisters. And if you could see that label a little better, you can see that there's 2 witches sitting over a cauldron there. This was also purchased on our trip to California.
Frontier Survival is also here.
Well, Frontier Survival, sir. Welcome to my court. This is my first live court. Normally these are just something that gets videoed, but as you can see, my court was overflowing with cases, and I just have to get some of them out. And I'm just about to review Salem Sisters Bad Apple Soda. And I'm whipping out my mustache bottle opener here, and I do mean a mustache bottle opener.
It's Jason and Kim.
Well, welcome, folks. Thank you so much for coming in. And if y'all would, folks, for Judge Cooter, would you please take a second and click that like button? I would appreciate it. Well, I definitely get an apple flavor off of it. It ain't the sour apple like Jolly Ranchers. It's more like a Granny Smith kind of green apple. Sweetness level's nice. Carbonation level's real good. It's there, it is just gone. That's nice. I like it like that. I have to move down quick on these. So, and if any of you fellas or folks in the audience here tonight have any questions, please feel free to ask the bailiff, and she'll pass them on to me. But I'm going to have to give this Salem Sisters Bad Apple Soda 4 out of 5 gavels. That is real good. Well, Bayless is going to get a lot of these to share with me later on. All right, let's move.
Eli says, do I sense rotten cheesecake coming?
Rotten cheesecake? At least not tonight, Mr. Eli. Not tonight.
And late for work says, I like was smashed up to 3, sir.
Up to 3. What was that, Mrs.?
Like was smashed, is what he said.
Awesome.
And then up to 3.
Well, I thank you kindly, sir. I do thank you kindly. So next here we got some Norimaki, and this looks like a seaweed wrap treat. And this was also sent to me from Hawaii by the tiny pasty Asian girl Sherry. And if she's watching, whether it's tonight or sometime down the road here, thank you very much. There ain't no aroma to it. So it's like a pretzel with nori, seaweed, wrapped around the center. The way it was shining, I thought it might have like a honey coat. But it's savory. Getting some kind of more of a oceany sort of flavor, and I imagine that's just the nori coming through. I'm not a fan of seafood that much, or seaweed for that matter, but I do get a very strong taste of Norimaki. And nori is definitely seaweed, and I'm going to have to give that 3 out of 5 gapples. And I'm going to move along to the next beverage. I'm just going to reach up front here.
Janice said that those are usually a drinking snack. This Norimaki.
Miss Janice, I could probably see exactly why. I'd have to be real drunk to want me to eat many more of them. So moving right along here, I got this Hawaiian Sun Leoki passion fruit juice, and this was sent to me by Miss Janice in a nice box that we got near the holidays. And I've just been so busy with stuff, I just haven't had a chance to actually even get to the unpacking video. So let's give this a try with no further ado. That's real smooth. So that is a real light, of course it's fruity because it's a fruit juice, but it's real light fruit. It's not very syrupy. It's not heavy on sugar. I could see this instead of orange juice maybe. If you didn't like something as tart or as acidic as orange juice is, this would be real good for that. I'm going to have to give the passion fruit beverage drink 3 out of 5 gapples. It is a very tasty drink indeed. Very tasty. Like I said, folks, I'm not going to mess around too much here in between these items. I've got a lot to cover. Now I've got to clear this courtroom for further and better things. What's next? We have got a Lay's product. And this here is the jalapeno kettle cooked chip. Is there a comment, Miss Bailiff?
Eli says that he's having a guava cheese pastry. So good.
Guava cheese pastry. That does sound delicious, and that is something that this court would like to get in front of its face. All right, so we're going to move right along here. The kettle cooked jalapeno flavored chips. Oh, I hate to say it, but that just smelled like a buffalo fart. That don't smell good. Woo. My dogs just smell like that. Let that air out a little bit. That's better. It's not so bad now. Oh, that smelled awful. Kettle chip. There's very crunchy. It is definitely Kettle. Salt level's good. I just can't say that I'm getting really much in the way of jalapeno. I'm getting a little bit of heat, but it don't taste like jalapeno. Let's see here. It does say jalapeno powder, but it don't taste like it. It is a good chip. As Janice said, it is a drinking chip. I'm going to have to give the Lay's Kettle cooked jalapeno chips 3 out of 5 Kettles. Off of my board and ready to rock some more. I have got a couple of cheese dips here that were purchased at a local dollar store. This one is a Queso Blanco Dip that requires, well, it doesn't require, but you can microwave it to make it a warm cheese dip. So I'll move my way to Justice just for a moment. Poke a little hole in there. We're going to give this thing a warm, and we'll see how good this dollar queso cheese dip is. Oh, I can hear it making noise in there.
The coconut says jalapeno makes its way in. Woo! Or woo!
Jalapeno is real good. Thought I saw it leaning. Didn't take long for it to get pretty warm in there. Take this cover off of it. This is for $1. We'll see if it's worth it or not. I imagine it needs to warm just a little more, but I'm not going to do it. I've got way too many other things here to get into. I'll be trying these with just a Kroger brand white corn tortilla chip. Ain't nothing but exactly that, just like maybe you'd get at the store. Try that in that dip. Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know what that tasted like, but the last thing it tasted like was cheese. That is innocent of its flavor of everything else. Not even worth the $1. This court cannot tell you how undescribably bad that was. Oh. I highly recommend staying away from that product, which is also, let's see here, who is this made by? Alejandro, and that's part of another food group. I do not recall right now, but Alejandro is just part of another bigger food group. And I'm almost afraid to try this one. This was a home style select, and I believe I got this also for $1 at the dollar store. We're going to give this one a try. Nope. I got to clear my mouth. I got to clear my mouth.
Sean, the pack's here, sir.
Mr. Sean, sir, please be seated. The bailiff will show you to the snack tray, and also hot cocoa is provided.
He said that new Deep Woods barbecue sauce you sent him is amazing, and it's already gone. He drank it.
Well, isn't that something? Isn't that something? One of my things has just been found guilty. All right, I'm gonna get into this here, and I hope I can see a video on that. I'm gonna try this here, oh so key lime soda. And this here is made by the Orca Beverage Company, and they do a lot of different sodas. The Orca, as a matter of fact, I think they do probably about 15 different brands. We're gonna see how well this one is. It's got a twist top on it. Some of them do. Some of them do not. Pull out the mustache opener. It definitely smells like key lime. Oh. That's going to get an instant 5 out of 5 gavels. Oh. That is just undescribably delicious. That there is one of the best key lime drinks. In fact, one of the best overall lime drinks I've ever had. I'm going to... One more. I'll drink the whole dang bottle right now. Oh, that's so good. Oh, so and it says that right there. Oh, so good. I cannot argue with that. And you cannot get any better than 5 out of 5 gavels in this quart. All right. Hey, we're starting to make this pile go away, Miss Bailiff.
Good.
What are we going to move on to now? We have got another Japanese product, and I believe this is another one that was sent to us by Janice. Janice and that, very nice people. Very nice people. This one here is corn soup with pepper. Corn snacks. Looks good. Package is very puffy. Now see, there's just something about sniffing it in the bag that just, it just makes you, that just almost makes you want to barf. That just smells that smells like a dead frog in the middle of the highway. So they got these here sticks. Corn and pepper soup. I'm getting a very artificial sweet corn sort of flavor. It's a little bit salty. Ugh. Cooter. They do taste like corn. do not get any pepper out of it. It's got kind of a sickly sort of sweet, artificial sweet corn sort of flavor to it. But it does have a corn flavor, and I'm going to have to give it a single 1 out of 5 gavels. It does taste like corn. If I didn't get that, I might have gave it a pass. And a pass is it's not innocent. It still tastes all right, but it just doesn't qualify as a guilty, which so far tonight we haven't ran into. All right, let's get another one of these here sodas. What have we got here? Hippo-sized beverages. It's big in flavor, and there's a picture right here of a hippo with his mouth open. This one here is prestigious peach, and so we're gonna give this prestigious. We're gonna give this here peach soda a try.
Sean said that he tried those snacks from Japan. He felt the same way.
Yeah, they're just not. They're missing something. There's that mustache opener.
A few minutes ago, though, also Eli said that Fritos cheese dip mixed with hot sauce is his guilty pleasure.
I see. The Fritos brand is a lot better than this abomination. That was the worst cheese dip. It didn't taste like cheese. It tasted like somebody's bad idea of gravy. It was just didn't taste like cheese. Oh, and that smells like peach. This is also another soda that we got. We went to California and visited with Janice and Ed. Nice people. So this here, the Hippo Prestigious Peach. The carbonation level on this is like some of these other ones here. It's there and then just gone real quick. It doesn't like make it past your mouth much. The peach flavor is really good. It doesn't leave me with an artificial aftertaste. It's real clean, real smooth. It tastes like a Georgia peach. You know, you can almost taste the fuzz on it. I'm gonna have to give that 4 out of 5 guilties. More gavels, as you would. Do we have more comments from the gallery, Mrs. Bailiff?
Eli said Cooter tea bacon branded quat barbecue sauce.
Cooter tea bacon branded. And I don't know. I would like to say, I honestly somebody can guess what tea means. Cooter tea bacon. If anybody can tell me what the tea is, Cooter tea bacon, I'll send you some old guy's barbecue sauces. But you gotta say what's that T stand for. We're gonna move right along because finally starting to whittle these down. So next one we got here is a Snack Club Peach Rings Chili and Lime. So imagine these are going to be like a gummy sort of thing with chili and lime. And this here is the Snack Club. These are also $1 down there at the dollar store. Some of these products have been sitting here for months now. And this here's one of them. So they're really stuck together. Kind of taste, you can kind of smell the chili. Kind of looks like a jelly.
Eli guessed.
I'm sorry. What's that, Miss
No,
Pete?
he took it away. Never
Well, the chili and lime at the beginning was just way overpowering. And after you chew it up a little bit, the peach flavor starts to come in. Kind of turning into like a gummy, a little firmer. It might be just because these are a little bit old. They're all right for what they are. We're gonna give them, 2 out of 5 gals. They're all right. Not my favorite. They're all right. Put them up there with the rest of the guilty stuff.
Eli said Cooter Tequat bacon.
No, sir. That is not correct. It is not Cooter Tequat. I almost said me another word in there. So this next one here, let's see, I just did, I got to do me another one of these beverages. Now you see, this is part of the reason why I needed to have this court session to get some of these gone. Well, I just stuck plumb to the roof of my mouth. Very gooey. So, I think we're going to try this, it's a lemonade, but it's not the same company as a lemonade, but it's that type of soda pop. I don't know how many of you out there have seen these sodas. They got a marble on the top. And that's how they are sealed, like they're capped. And they come in about a bajillion different flavors. And this is something we also picked up when we were in California visiting Ed and Janice. Really nice people. So you take the cap off this. If everybody paying attention here, you just get one of these, this centerpiece, and you put it on top of, there's a marble right there. If you don't know this, push down on it. And that opens her up. Has a nice blueberry aroma to it. Well, it's a lot nicer sniffing these sodas than it is opening up these bags. I'll tell you that. That's nice. That's a nice blueberry flavor. Now the last one of these that I tried, I think it was a strawberry one, and it was a strawberry lemonade. It had that real strong strawberry aroma to it, but it just didn't have the flavor. It was just hardly there at all. This is much better. It's still not as strong a flavor as you think it might be, like some of the other sodas that this court has reviewed, but based on what it is and the overall flavor, it's going to get 4 out of 5 gavels. It is a very tasty blueberry soda. Oh, right, that is good. I'm going to keep going on here. How much time have I got here on my... I might get through all these. We'll see. So next year we're going to try this GGE Wheat Crackers Original Flavor Artificially Chicken Flavored. Artificially Chicken Flavored. And I guess it's just some kind of little... It almost looks like them crispy lo mein noodles that you use for chow mein. You know what I'm talking about? At least that's what the package represents itself as. Oh yeah, that's what they are. I sure hope these are better than the last couple I tried. Why do I do that? This cork knows it's not going to smell good. That almost smelled like worms. Almost like, you know, you open up a thing of fishing worms that's been sitting in the sun all day. I sure hope they taste better than that.
Eli thinks you should have a 2-hour string tonight.
Well, Mr. Eli, we'll see how far I can get. So these do look exactly like those little, like the crispy noodles that you'd use for chow mein and whatnot, but they're much thinner, about the size of a lead pencil, a pencil lead. First of all, the texture is very odd. It's kind of like eating a mouthful of savory bits for like bacon, sprinkles, or jimmies as some folks call them. And then it turns into kind of a very sad, very artificial flavor of chicken. They're way too salty. I do get a hint of parsley. I'm looking at the ingredients here. And there's not a single chicken anything listed on here. It does not taste at all like chicken. They're not the worst thing I've ever eaten. There's a little redeeming quality, but I'm not going to give it an innocent. I'm just going to give it a pass. And maybe sometime down the road, the court will review this product again. Maybe give it another chance. But for now, I'm just going to give it a pass and render no judgment.
Sean said that he hopes it don't taste like worms because he knows what worms taste like. He's been dared to eat them before.
I too have eaten worms. Although I will have to say I was quite a bit younger when I did, and I believe it was under similar circumstances. So we're going to try another one of these here. Beverages. What are we going?
Toilet bowl food review is here also.
I'm sorry, who's that?
Toilet bowl food review.
TB food. Toilet bowl food review.
Yep.
Welcome, sir. I appreciate it. Please take your seat. The bailiff will show you to the snack table. Hot cocoa is available to everybody.
And one question.
Yes.
Eli wants to know what the court's favorite kind of street taco is.
Well, that's impossible to say. Street tacos by nature are all different from one another. They could be beef, they could be pork, they could be fish, they could have there's so many different ways that street tacos can be made. There's really no way for me to tell you which one's my favorite. I could tell you which ones I like the best out of the ones that I've tried, but it wouldn't be fair to say my favorite. Yeah, but to answer that the best I can, I like the, I guess the steak or beef. Shredded beef, I've had. We'll say the beef ones. I'll have to leave it at that. Be a little general with it. So what have we got next here? Don't know if
Paul said thank you, sir. Thank you, kind sir.
I'm sorry, who said so?
toilet bowl.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much coming in and sitting with me in my courtroom. So next here we have got Refresco Goya Cola Champagne. And I believe this is a very popular drink in the Latin America area. Oh, it smells nice. It is definitely not a cola like we know it. The flavor is very, very similar to cream soda, but it does have a little bit of a difference, and it'd be hard for me to describe what that difference is. But it is a very close relative in my books as far as flavor to the cream soda. Nice carbonation level. The sweetness is just perfect. I'm going to have to give this cola champagne, I'm going to go 4 out of 5 gallons. That is really a tasty drink. Miss Bailiff, there's something else?
Toilet Bowl wants to know, by chance, is that a Virgil's Bavarian Nutmeg Root Beer at the front of the table?
It absolutely is that, exactly, sir. I gave that reviewed that a little bit earlier, and I do believe we got a 5 out of 5 for that. 5 gavels out of 5. That is by far one of the best root beers I've ever had. I do like it very much. And I trust you have tried it yourself.
He said he loves a good cream soda.
I as well. I do as well. All right, moving along here. Another flavor of Pocky that this court has never tried before. I have tried chocolate Pocky. I've tried the tea Pocky. I've tried strawberry Pocky. But this is the first chocolate mint Pocky that this court has ever tried. And look, oh, it's got two separate packages. That's nice. And this again was purchased on our trip to California when we went to go visit Janice and Ed. Nice, baby. Look at there. The sticks themselves are a little darker than the regular Pockies, and maybe it's the chocolate, and the outside's mint. Took just a second for that mint to start coming through. Had kind of an odd taste at first. It's not a real strong mint flavor, but it is good. A little bit waxy to the feel. But the cookie helps that texture kind of break up. Pocky. Mint chocolate are going to get 3 out of 5 gavels. They are pretty darn tasty. Is there more comments? I don't want to get too backlogged on that either.
They were talking about street tacos, a couple of them, and then Toilet Bowl says it looks like the $8 bottle. Very nice.
It was, yes. This is going to go on my shelf when it is finished, and this is something that the court is going to keep for some time to come. Absolutely. So I just got through going with the Pocky. So let's get on to another one of these sodas. This one here is Dublin 1891 Green Apple Craft Soda. And that's Dublin, Texas, since 1891. I don't think this bottle's that old, but that's how long the company's been around. green apple soda. So we will see, and this is the second apple soda that we have reviewed this evening. Is it a screw top? Let's see. It is. It is so much nicer just getting the aroma off than the sniffing the bag. Not very strong on aroma. I'm going to try another drink. Ooh, that does not taste like green apple. That tastes like some kind of cleaning agent. That is one of the worst green apple flavors I have ever seen. And I hope this court never has to see another one like it. That was just terrible. Soda pop should not taste like cleaner, folks. It just should not taste like cleaner. Yeah. That was just bad. Now, we'll try this next cheese dip, the jalapeno cheddar dip. This is a home style select. And obviously, being it is in an aluminum can, I'm not going to put it in the microwave. Very soft looking cheese, almost like nacho cheese sauce from a can. Looks very much like that. Let's hope this tastes a whole lot better than that there Queso Blanco. Its texture is a lot better. It's not nearly as salty. The overall cheese flavor is better, but it's still not very pronounced. It's very much subdued, like there's more filler than cheese, which is, I'm sure, that is the case. Very little to none in the way of the jalapeno flavor. Very, very little. Well, it does taste better. It does have a cheese-like flavor. The texture is good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 1 out of 5 gavels. It is guilty of at least being a cheddar dip.
So Sean said that he'll have a video of a review of your barbecue sauce tomorrow out. And he said that he's got sauces on the way to you, 4 of them.
Oh, Mr. Sean, thank you, sir. I do appreciate that very kindly. And I look forward to them very much. And I also look forward to watching your review. And to hear that you liked it good enough just to drink it on down. Well, that's very encouraging. Yes, it is. Let me move along here.
Also, Total Bowl says that he finds it uncomfortable when he gets backlogged.
Yes, it is so uncomfortable. And even the old prune juice just. And you know, I'm not like a lot of folks. You know how some folks will wake up in the morning and they might have a glass of Tang. You know, they'll make themselves a glass of orange Tang. And but I tend to make my own. I like to make my own Tang and make it out of prunes. So I don't know about all y'all, but the old Judge Cooter here likes a little prune tang now and then.
And toilet bowl's gotta leave.
Well, Mr. Sir, I thank you kindly for coming in and dropping and watching the inaugural live stream of this court. I may do it again sometime. Thank you for coming by. I do appreciate it. All right, so I got more food to eat here, and I'm going to get in to this box of Delicia mini chocolate eclairs. Mini chocolate eclairs. Now, there's 30 of these things in here.
Like father, like sons here.
Welcome, Chris. Like father, like son, welcome so much. We have been going through and reviewing many things in this court that have kept us backlogged and way overflowing. There's a lot of other things that this court wants to be reviewing, other items other than the snacks and the soda beverages that it typically reviews, and I want to get these done with so that we can start doing other things. In here, I have 30 of them little chocolate eclairs, and I don't know who of you out there likes chocolate eclairs, but this court is particularly fond of chocolate eclairs. So these are Belgian custard cream mini eclairs, filled with a rich Bavarian custard cream dipped in dark chocolate, made with real sugar. And these come frozen, and I've eaten them frozen, but they are much better this way, and let's give them a try. That cream is very good. It's not at all grainy or gritty. It doesn't have an artificial flavor to it. The pastry shell is very nice. It doesn't seem soggy. And the chocolate on there is very, very good. I'm going to have to eat another one. I will say that it is best to eat these after they're thawed out, because they are a frozen product. Occasionally, all the filling will freeze to one side. So, if you eat it frozen, you might eat part of it without any. It's not going to hurt, but you get a better feel for the cream and a better flavor of it if you let it thaw. I'm going to have to give these Belgian custard cream mini eclairs Delicia 4 out of 5 gavels. Oh, they're really good. Bailiff, would you like me to hand these to you?
I'll have some in a minute. Go ahead. Like father, like son says, court is in session. Those look so good.
They are very good, sir. They just got 4 out of 5 gavels in this court. That shows you they're good. Let's move along here. Another one of the items that we picked up when we went to go visiting Janice and Ed out there in California. Nice people. And I saw these hanging from the rack, multiple, and they look kind of like oyster crackers, you know, like you put on your soup. They also kind of look like little little tiny mushroom caps, and it's got like a little giraffe on there and whatnot. And they told me that they're for babies that are teething. So they're teething biscuits, and I thought they was something more than that, but they looked interesting enough for me to give them a try. And I said, can I get the bag open? Don't like dealing with the tough bags. Now they are just light little cracker-like things. Yeah. They chew up to pretty much just poof. They're nothing. They're like they're real hollow or something. Kind of sweet. Has another kind of flavor in there, and I don't know if maybe these are a rice product. It has sort of a gritty sort of texture at the end. It's not bad. It's just like a real fine grit. I don't know if these are made out of rice. Okay, apparently these are made from potato starch, and that might be where I'm getting that kind of gritty sort of feeling. They're not horrible. I mean, they're meant for babies, but they're not probably going to appeal to most adults. But for what they are, little teething cookies, I'm going to have to give them 1 out of 5 gallons. Okay. Well, nothing I'm going to try again, that's for sure. So we have another Japanese snack that we picked up while we were in California visiting Janice and Ed. Nice people. And I picked up this here yan double cream cracker stick with dip. So apparently there's some kind of sticks and dip in here. And there is. One side right here is strawberry. And one side right here is chocolate. It looks like they got this cookie stick that you dip into the chocolate. Chocolate almost reminds me of a hazelnut chocolate. Smooth. It's a decent chocolate. I'll try the strawberry topping here. That's nice. It has the same kind of strawberry flavor. If you ever had the Nestle's Quick strawberry milk. Tastes a lot like that. This is very, very good. Yin Yang double cream. And this one is chocolate strawberry. I'm going to have to give this one 3 out of 5 gavels. It is a nice little snack, and it's a cool container. I don't know how far down they go. Let's see here. It's got quite a few crackers in there, and the little containers with the dip for the dip is only maybe about 1 inch deep or so. So I wouldn't get like too gobby when you try to put these on. You know, when you try to get the dip on it. And it has beetle thick shiny shell. I'm not sure if that's supposed to mean something, but there's a picture of like a little bug with a smiley face, and it says beetle thick shiny shell on the stick itself. Interesting. So
Steve Russell said cheers, and then he said favorite wing sauce. So I'm not sure what he's
favorite wing sauce
talking about. But
yes, I'm not sure either in this case. But Steve, I will say that this court will be reviewing a lot of other types of foods from this point forward, trying to move past just the normal snacks and beverages that one seized from this court. So I'm going to review, I think, one last item on the court tonight, and then I will adjourn, and perhaps in the near future we will have another court session on this stream. So for the last item tonight, on the actual People's Food Night Court version, we're going to have a Filbert's Old Time Banana Flavor Soda. And it's interesting, out of all the banana sodas, there is absolutely no banana in them at all. It's all artificially flavored. High fructose corn syrup, natural and artificial flavors, it says. But it mentions nothing of banana. So who knows what natural flavors it uses. So we'll pop this open. Nice banana aroma, like banana popsicle. It does have a banana flavor. It's not quite as strong as I'd hoped it would be. It is a very candy-like banana flavor. Not too much on the carbonation. Sweet level is okay. It could be a little bit sweeter, I think. But for all purposes, the Filbert's Old Time Quality Banana Soda is going to get 2 out of 5 gavels. And I do believe that's going to about wrap it up for this court session this week. Be sure and tune in next week. Old Guy will be back. And in the meantime, everyone, leave the courtroom safely, and this court is adjourned.